Hello, this is Brian with Blastbeat ATX, aka Blastbeat Industries, and I know today I want to do the Blastbeat ATX review of Uncut Gems. I wanted to do this 2 weeks ago, but scheduling, day jobs, blah blah blah, and so later than I wanted to, but I don't keep up with the Oscars and all that. I don't. I know Adam Sandler didn't get nominated for this movie. I don't know if the movie got anything else. It should have in a perfect world, but I don't know. And we don't here at Blastbeat Industries. We don't care about Hollywood awards. We could evaluate what is and isn't a good movie on our own. And Uncut Gems is a fantastic movie. I personally would say it's Adam Sandler's second best acting performance and his second best movie behind Punch Drunk Love, which I also really liked. It I like it when he does those kind of, if you want to call them artsy movies or serious movies or whatever, that it makes up for all the ooh, look at me, I'm Mr. Pickle Arm or what, all this little crazy crap he does. And hey, that crazy crap's how he became a millionaire hundreds of times over. But more importantly, there's an old story of what they went to New York University, NYU, that Adam Sandler and Judd Apatow were roommates. That's how Judd Apatow got into Hollywood. And Judd Apatow said that he worked in comedy clubs in New York and was like, Jay Leno was his mentor or somebody, but he had like traditional Hollywood goals. He worked really hard, whether you like his stuff or not. I don't like his stuff, but you can't take away that guy worked really hard. And then here comes Adam Sandler doing Mr. Pickle Arm. And they were talking about that one day. He's like, look, man, not everyone's just effortlessly funny like you are. You just get up on stage and be silly, and people love you for it. I got to really practice at this and write new stuff all the time. I get why people don't like Adam Sandler, but I think that what they're missing is that it's not a put on, it's not an act. To a large degree, he's really like that. But in Uncut Gems, we get to see his adult side. His you can't say mature and you can't say responsible. That's kind of what the movie's about. It's Adam Sandler's a dealer in the Diamond District in New York. He has a shop, and it's one of those ones like in the gallery in Houston where you gotta get buzzed into. You can't just go strolling in. And he owes everybody money everywhere, all over town, and that's what the movie's about. Is paying all these people back and shuffle around all these diamonds, and I'm gonna get you on Monday, and I'm gonna get you on Friday, and he's gambling like crazy, but he sells it of like, man, there's people out there who live like that. These writers, they're good writers, but they're not inventing this stuff out of thin air. It's coming from a real place, and Adam Sandler really, that's what I'm talking about, the acting. He's not playing himself. He's not doing silly Saturday Night Live stuff. He's playing a character, right? Let's think on that for a second. What's it? That's my bad. I should know the character. The character's last name's Ratner. I can't remember the first name, but he does a really good job of playing somebody who's in over his head, and he has a really cool monologue soliloquy at the end when they're all watching an NBA playoff game on TV, and he's kind of narrating it for the people watching it with him. And I really enjoyed the movie. I can't remember again. My bad. I can't remember the director were a pair of brothers, and they did a really good job in this movie. It has a nice visual flair to it. It's not an action movie with a bunch of jump cuts, everything. It's like a slow boil. Reminds me of that Paul Thomas Anderson guy. Of it's pretty traditional camera angles, but they could just find. They know what to focus on and what not to focus on. It's not a special effects overkill. It's just someone with a really gifted eye. I enjoyed them very much. Supporting actors were great. I look half of them up. Uh, what's his name? Eric Bogosian. He has a really cool part as Adam Sandler's brother-in-law. And my one gripe with it, and I think the movie's still too new and not enough people have seen it to just start blah blah blah. I'm not going to give away the ending, but I didn't agree with the ending. I didn't think that was the right note to go out on. It came across to me of like, oh crap, we're at 2 hours, we got to end the movie. It just kind of stopped. It didn't have any resolution. There was a lot of loose ends of the Ratner character Adam Sandler played. I didn't. I would have chosen a different ending. Or it's also possible. I have one interpretation of it of he was kind of joking around and not being serious about life, but he was around people who were very serious. Maybe that's the interpretation of it, but just on that surface level of what happened, I thought it was a cop out and an easy way out and didn't have to deal with the web that the spider wove on the way there, And I guess tying this back into the collectibles world is I believe this is Adam Sandler's second comedy CD. It's What the Hell Happened to Me. It's either second or third. It's not the first one. The first one, I was in high school when the first one came out. They're all going to laugh at you. And we would listen to it on cassette in the back of the bus on the way to school. And yikes. And it's kind of why I fished this out of the dollar bin. And I figured it would pop right away. It's been sitting around about a month. And I mean, it's $6. There's $6 or it's $6 postage paid. And it's basically getting it there shipped safely, I thought this would have gone already. I'm very shocked. My immediate conclusion of that is maybe that the comedy fans, and especially the movie fans, are kind of like the video game fans of they're moving away from the physical copies and the physical stuff where, I mean, baseball cards, the whole point is them being tangible. We have Panini and Topps and Upper Deck and all them have tried to have the digital card thing take off. Magic kind of did for a while, but now they changed the game around and the cards weren't transferred over to the new thing, and it was a mess. And I don't know. Wizards of the Coast has a fetish for self-sabotage, but that's another video for another day. I think that if you're an Adam Sandler fan and you've got Netflix and Hulu and YouTube and everything else, all of Adam Sandler's work is at your fingertips all the time. So I'm shocked that that's still here and hasn't been bought yet. Don't know what to think about that. But don't worry about that. That's my problem. Your problem is watch Uncut Gems. It's an excellent movie, well worth your valuable free time. So anyone has any questions, comments, anything, leave those below. You can always talk to me in private. That's blastbeatindustries@gmail.com. Hit like, hit subscribe, and definitely tell your friends, people. All right. Talk to you later. It's Blastbeat ATX with Brian, a.k.a. Blastbeat Industries. Y'all have a good day.